Hi, welcome to a new video. I'm going to be sharing my current favorites with you guys. Excuse the wet hair. This is the life of having hair that takes hours to dry. Sometimes you just gotta film with wet hair. I haven't done a favorites video in quite a while. I honestly haven't been trying as many new things this year in order to do like monthly favorites. And I think the last favorites video I did was my 2022 yearly favorites. Anyways, I wanted to do a video that is like my current favorites. I don't know if I'll start doing monthly favorites again, maybe once I'm trying more things and it just ends up being a lot for doing them every couple months. But for now, I'm going back to kind of just like current favorites every once in a while. I hope that you guys will enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. And we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna start with fashion because this has become one of my favorite things about these videos is including fashion in them. So first thing is something I've had a while and I've just never thought to mention these, I guess. This is a piece from Target and they have these ribbed t-shirts. I have it in two colors and I really want to get more because it's such a good staple to have and I love the way these tops fit. Okay, so this one I actually have in a medium, this like kind of brownish grayish. It's sort of like a taupe actually. And then this one, which is like a green sagey kind of color, is a small. They actually both fit very similarly. Like the medium is not much looser on me at all. So it could go either way, it just depends like how you want it to fit. But I don't feel like there's a massive difference between the small and the medium. But I just love the way these look. They fit so perfectly and they're not cropped, which in a way can be kind of annoying sometimes with tops, but it is really nice then if you don't want a cropped top for any reason, or maybe you're just not someone that is into that. Personally, if I want it cropped, I'll just like tuck it into my bra. You can also just scrunch this material up and it kind of sits really nicely. It doesn't like pull or hang down too far down on your waist. Just because of how light this material is, it's very, very soft and comfortable and just like thin and lightweight, but also not like see-through or anything like that. Something about the material and the fit of these tops is just so good for Target when they're like $7, $8, something like that. So I definitely want to get them in more colors. I want to get a black one and maybe a few other colors too, because I just think they're such a good staple piece. Everyone needs good staples and this is just such a great affordable option. Anyways, definitely highly recommend these. I'll have them linked down below along with everything else I mentioned. The next thing is a pair of shoes and these need to be cleaned. I forgot to clean them before the video, so I just went to grab them just now. They are white sneakers. I don't know if they look dirty on camera. There's nothing that bugs me more than dirty white sneakers, so sorry about that. I'm gonna clean them after this, but these are from Adidas and I got these on Amazon and you can get them a few other places, but they're a little bit harder to find. I'll link them below for you guys, but they're a more affordable shoe, but they're super comfortable and they have the look that I want in a white sneaker. I really like the shape of the top right here. I know that's kind of an odd thing to note, but I'm kind of picky about the shape. They kind of look a little bit like the Nike Air Forces. I have personally never owned a pair of those, but I've heard they're not very comfortable, so that's what's kind of kept me from spending the money on them. But these are in the Adidas Cloud Foam line. I don't know if you can see the Cloud Foam on the inside of the shoe, but that line of shoes from Adidas is so comfortable and these are no exception. They're very comfy and squishy and I love that like the back here where your ankle is, that's one of the things that bugs me is when that's not comfy and it's comfy here. They are pretty much completely white, but they do have this like nude kind of detail on the back, which doesn't bother me at all. I actually kind of like how that looks. They're still very neutral and light. And they go with everything as white sneakers do. But I just think these are great because of the fact that they are more affordable than some and they're comfortable. And that's like a big thing for me, especially like my white sneakers. I want to be able to wear them all the time. But yeah, highly recommend those. And I'll put the Amazon link down below because I think they're the cheapest on there. And then I have one more clothing piece from Abercrombie. Let me grab it. So it's really hard to see this on camera because yeah, I just can't fit the whole thing in frame. And it also shrinks up a lot when you're not actually wearing it. Whoa, I went like way overexposed for a second there. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen of me wearing this so you guys can actually see how it looks on. But this is a dress from Abercrombie. It's like a kind of like a mini dress, I would say. But the thing I love so much about this is it has this like polo neckline, and there's a zipper here so you can adjust, but it has a sporty kind of look to it in a way, but it can also totally be dressed up and worn like in the evening with heels or something. And I actually took this on vacation with me, and I did that. I dressed it down during the day and wore it with white sneakers, and then in the evening I wore heeled sandals and dressed it up, and it worked really well both ways, and it was just a perfect versatile piece. It's very comfortable. I actually really like the length of these sleeves. Something about it just has like a very cool vibe to it. I don't know, I really like these types of pieces. So like I said, I'll put a picture on the screen and link it down below. I think they have it in a couple of other colors, but I think the black version is pretty much sold out. So definitely keep your eye out for a restock, because I think it was on sale. I got it on sale actually, but I think it went on sale again, and that's why it's sold out again. But I am obsessed with Abercrombie. Like, they have so many cute pieces, very much embody my personal style. So that's why I end up investing in pieces from there, even though it is a little bit more pricey. Like, it's good quality clothing, and that's important to me. So then I have a few hair product favorites if you have wavy or curly hair like me. This first thing that would be good for a lot of hair types, I think. It's actually a set, shampoo and conditioner from Pacifica, and they sent these to me recently along with their like leave-in mask. I think that was the other thing in this line. It is the Cocoa Peptide Damage Care shampoo and conditioner, and I kind of put off trying these for a bit because I just assumed it was going to be a little bit on the thicker, heavier side for both of these products, and I have tried a few different shampoos and conditioners lately that have been like that, which is fine. You know, I don't dislike that, but I tend to, on my everyday wash days, majority of the time go for something a little bit lighter lately, especially because volume is really big to me nowadays. And so I was very pleasantly surprised when I tried these, and it's like all I've been wanting to use since I tried them. The shampoo is a lot more lightweight and kind of thin than I expected. They still have a really nice, like slightly coconut scent, but it's very like pleasing. It's not too strong. This is very cleansing, but it's also very, like I said, lightweight, and like it does basically kind of everything I want in a shampoo. And it lathers up nicely, but it doesn't strip my hair. It's not overly moisturizing. I really like this thin kind of texture in a shampoo. The only thing I will say about something like this is that you do have to use a little bit more product, kind of like the Briogeo Superfood shampoo and conditioners, at least the banana one. That shampoo is more thin and lightweight, and so because it is kind of runnier and it isn't super like concentrated, you have to use a little bit more product and almost like shampoo your hair twice. But personally, I don't mind that because I love that texture in a shampoo. I think I like this one even more than the Briogeo one because it's not quite as thin as that one, and it also has a little bit more of a milky factor to it. It's not completely clear, not that that makes a massive difference, but just something about this one, I think I just prefer it. It's also a lot more affordable than that one. I feel like I'm talking too long about these, but then for the conditioner, this also surprised me. I was expecting this to be very thick and kind of more like the Pineapple Curls conditioner. But this one is still very moisturizing, but a little bit more of a balmy texture, kind of similar to the Umberto Giannini Curl Jelly Care conditioner. You guys know I love that shampoo and conditioner. And this conditioner is a little bit similar to that one in that kind of balmy texture that it has, which I personally really been liking that lately in a conditioner. It's not always what I go for because sometimes I do want something a lot thicker or even like a mask or something in place of my conditioner, but just kind of for like a lot of my wash days, majority of the time when I'm not looking for like a ton of extra moisture, I do really, really like something like this. So this combo has just been lovely, and I have been reaching for it a lot. I also think the packaging is really pretty. It smells really nice. It's so enjoyable to use. So highly recommend this. I think I prefer it over the Pineapple Curls line, which I have recommended that for years, but I think I like these more, especially if you have more fine hair or it's not super curly, or even if you just have you know, straight hair, you don't have curls or waves, I still think this would be good because it's not anything too heavy or intense. It's not specifically meant for curly hair. It just says it's meant for dry and damaged hair, and it has damage care. So it says there are biomimetic peptides and coconut milk in here. So yeah, definitely recommend these. Moving on to another hair product. Speaking of the Umberto Giannini Curl Jelly line, I have recently tried the scrunching jelly, which is like kind of the original product that made this line popular. And I knew I loved the shampoo and conditioner, so I had been wanting to try this out for a while, but I kind of was putting it off because I have so many hair products. But then I saw it at TJ Maxx for like $3.99 and I couldn't resist, and I have really been enjoying this. It's definitely not a super stronghold gel, but I know that's not even something that everyone loves. Like sometimes you don't want your hair to be overly crunchy or have like a super intense cast that you have to scrunch out. So I think this would be a good one for like a light to medium hold gel. I think it does add really nice definition and kind of is similar, in my opinion, to the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk gel, the original gel, but at the same time different. It's not exactly the same. So if you tried that one out and didn't like it, I would still try this one. It's not the same. It's just kind of in that range of hold if I had to compare it to something. So really like that. And then I also have another gel. So I have two gels. This one is actually called a gel serum. This is from the brand Rhyme and Reason. They recently sent me a PR package with some things, and I was really excited to try them out. They are available at Target, I believe. This is their Wave Revival Gel Serum. So very interesting kind of product. It has like this spout here. You just screw the lid off and pour it out. This is a very interesting product. It's very thin. This is just very enjoyable to use. It has a really nice texture, and same as the other gel, it's not very strong hold. This one might be even lighter hold than that one. You have to use a little bit more of it if you want to get to a medium hold. If you just use a regular amount, I would say it's more of a light hold. So it's definitely not super strong hold, but I think that can be really nice, especially for people who don't generally go for gels. It's really, really nice paired with a cream, especially like a thicker curl cream, and then putting this over top is a beautiful combo. I tried it out in a vlog a couple videos ago. I really enjoyed it, and I've been using it since. I've really been liking it. So this is definitely another product that I would recommend. I love that you can get this at Target as well. And as far as I know, this Rhyme and Reason brand is very like natural. They have a lot of really good natural ingredients, and it says their packaging is 100% recycled, which is also really great. So definitely recommend checking this out if you are looking for a lighter weight gel. This is really, really nice, and something about it, it makes me want to reach for it, especially on those days when I just want simple, easy products. I don't want my hair to be too like overly crunchy or like have too much product in it, and I just want to go for light things. I think this is a really great product to use on those days. I have a makeup product. It is a cream bronzer. Super surprising, but I think this has replaced... Sorry guys, loud truck going by, so I have to pause. I think this has replaced my Milk cream bronzer, which is wild to say out loud because I have used that and loved that for years. But I had kind of been looking for something because they actually now sell a much smaller size of that product. You don't get nearly as much product for the price. So I feel like it's kind of like not as worth it anymore, because that's part of why I love that so much, is you get so much product. And obviously I still have a ways to go in that. Like I've used it for years and I still have quite a bit of product left, but still gonna run out at some point, you know? And also, as much as I do love that, it is a little bit of a stiffer formula, and I had kind of been wanting a cream bronzer that's a little bit more light and very blendable, but still very pigmented. That's the thing that kind of kept me from a lot of other cream bronzers, is if they were very blendable, they wouldn't be as pigmented. Not the case with this one at all. This is from the brand Revolution. It is their cream bronzer, and I have mine in the shade Light. And this formula, you guys, it is so creamy, but it's also so pigmented. Like, I literally tap my brush in here, because if I swipe like I do with the Milk bronzing cream stick, that one comes in a stick form. If I swipe on this like I do with that with my brush, it will be so pigmented, like so much product. So a little of this goes a long way. You do not need a lot. I just tap my brush in there and kind of like stamp it onto my cheekbone, and then I blend it out in like a circular motion, and it's perfect. It's everything I want in a cream bronzer. It's pigmented, it's creamy, it's blendable, it's the perfect tone. It's basically pretty much the same tone as the Milk Cream one, which was a big thing for me. I love the tone and shade of that bronzer. So this one in the shade Light is basically the same color as the Baked shade from Milk. So if you're looking for something similar and you want something more affordable that you still get quite a bit of product, and it goes a very long way, I highly, highly, highly recommend this. One of the best cream bronzers I've ever used. I would definitely repurchase this. Another one I want to try that people rave about is the NARS one, but that is like $40 for a cream bronzer, and that's up there, you know? Okay, I don't have as many products in this video, but wow, I am talking so long. I have a perfume I want to talk about. I've talked about this a little bit on my fragrance channel, and maybe I mentioned it in a vlog, I'm not sure. But this is the Versace Crystal Noir perfume. I had a travel size of this, ended up going through it, so I picked up a full bottle. This is just a 1 ounce bottle because I like to get the smaller ones because I have so many perfumes. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. It's hard to describe because there's no coconut note in this one. This is the EDT version of it. There's also an EDP version, which is eau de parfum. This is eau de toilette. But the EDP has coconut in it. This one does not list a coconut note, but to my nose, I still smell coconut in this. Like a kind of a light coconut. It's not sweet or desserty or anything like that. It's very like natural smelling, kind of like the coconut in the native coconut and vanilla scent. It's like that kind of coconut. And then there is some spicy notes in here. I think there's like black pepper or something. So it gives it a little bit of a spiciness, but it's not too overpowering. The florals in here also are absolutely beautiful, and they're blended so well with everything. It just smells super intoxicating. It's not a sweet scent. It's like a night out kind of scent, but it could kind of be worn all year round in my opinion. But I would classify it kind of more as like a summer nighttime scent. Although I've totally worn this in the winter and I still, like, I think it could work all year round. It's just so, so good. And I took it on vacation with me, and ever since I've just been wanting to wear it nonstop. I mean, ever since I got it, I've been wanting to wear it nonstop. It smells so, so good. Okay, very passionate about perfume. Speaking of things that smell good, I have another thing here. This is kind of random. It's a candle. And I've had this forever. I'm actually almost done burning it, but I've never talked about it, and it's literally like one of my favorite candle scents I have ever smelled. Probably like my favorite Gourmand from Bath & Body Works, other than like 2 others. It is their Iced Blueberry Biscotti. So kind of random, but somehow smells literally so delicious. Like, it smells blueberry, but like blueberry pancakes with whipped cream on the top. That's like what I picture when I smell this. It smells so good, but it's not like, it doesn't smell gourmand in like a nasty way. It's like in a good, delicious way, because some gourmand candles that are like too sweet, if you know what I mean, they'll like smell really cheap, especially like the caramel ones from like Walmart or something. But like, this is one of the good ones. It's so good. Highly recommend that scent if you like candles, and if you like Bath & Body Works. I know not everyone does, that's fine, but I do. So just a couple more things. I do have one more like random thing. So this is something that my sister-in-law gave me, and it is like a plant food basically for your house plants. It's called Happy Houseplant Plant Food. It's a houseplant fertilizer. It says it has essential trace elements and macronutrients. So I'm not exactly sure what this is or like what exactly it does, but I have a little dropper bottle, and I mix a few drops into the water that I water my plants with. And I feel like have noticed a difference, and I don't even water my plants as often as I should, but I feel like they've been doing really well, even though I haven't had that much sun over the winter. So I think you can get this on happyhouseplant.com because that's what it says on the side of the bottle. I'll try to find it and link it. But I just wanted to quickly mention this because if you do have plants like me and you want a good way to take care of them, this I feel like has been working really well to grow my plants and keep them just like thriving, because yeah, that can be a little bit hard for me, especially because like I said, I do not water my plants as often as I should. So another kind of random thing. And then the last thing here is a skincare product. This is also from Pacifica, actually. This is their Kale Detox Deep Cleansing or Deep Cleaning Face Wash. Something about the Pacifica face washes is like one of the best I have found at the drugstore. I've tried so many different cleansers and I don't really end up going back to any except for the Pacifica ones, even if it's not the same exact face wash. I just really like their cleansers. And I will say the vegan ceramide, I think it is, the one that comes in the purple tube like this, that one is a lot more on the lightweight side than the others, so I don't prefer it as much, especially for removing makeup and like for nighttime and stuff when I'm really trying to cleanse my face. I prefer something like this that's a little bit more like lathery and like feels like it's getting my face really clean. And I'll just go back in then with a moisturizer and re-moisturize, even if it like, you know, strips my face a little bit, which I don't feel like this does in like a bad way or anything, because I've tried some cleansers where your skin feels like way too like squeaky dry clean, but I feel like these just clean my face really well without feeling too dry. I know I also mentioned the La Roche-Posay cleanser, and I do really like that one for more of a gentle cleanser when I don't have makeup on. But I find that when I'm wearing makeup and I want to get all the residue off, like even if I use a cleansing balm first to remove my makeup, but I want to get like the residue off, I like to go in with something a little bit more intense than the La Roche-Posay cleanser, so I'll use like the Pacifica ones. But I do really like the La Roche-Posay one for more of a mild cleanser, and these for a little bit something more, like I said, other than the purple one. That one is very, very mild, almost more so than the La Roche-Posay one, so I don't know if I'd repurchase that again, but the other Pacifica face washes that I've tried are so good. So definitely wanted to mention this. They also sent me this in PR as well. I do get PR from Pacifica, but I love the brand, and pretty much everything I've gotten in PR or tried from them I really like. So, okay, that's going to be it. This is going to be a long favorites video, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what else you want to see from me. I'm mostly doing hair content right now because that is what it seems like people want to see. So let me know what other hair videos you want to see from me. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Let me know what your current favorites are down in the comments. And I will see you guys hopefully in my next one. Bye.